Housequake. Bullshit. You can't get off until you make the house shake. Now everybody clap your hands. Come on. Let's jam, y'all. Let's jam. Don't wait for your neighbor. Grenades and ham. Doing the housequake. There's a brand new groove going round in your city, in your town. Housequake, and the kick drum is the bone. Housequake. Housequake, you gotta rock this mother. Housequake. Housequake, you gotta rock this mother down. Come on. Housequake. Housequake. Now that you got it, let's do the twist. A little bit harder than it did in 66. A little bit faster than it did in 67. Twist, little sister, and go to heaven. Come on, y'all, we got the jam. Before the police come, a groove is funky. It's on the run. Hey, hey. Shake your body till your neighbors stare at you. Housequake. Everybody jump up and down. Housequake. There's a brand new groove that's going around. Housequake. In the city, in this fucking town. Housequake. And the saxophone is the fault. Check it out. If you can't rock, stay. Shut up already. Damn, you got to get off. You know what I'm talking about? On the one, y'all say housequake. Pop in your body, let me hear you shout. Say housequake. My lord. Housequake. My lord. Housequake. Bullshit. Louder, say it. Housequake. What was that? Aftershock. Everybody, you gotta rock, come on. We gonna shake, we gonna quake. If you got the bass through, then we couldn't make. We on the tour, y'all. The drummer gonna tap. We gonna sing it and rock this mother to the max. And that's a fact. Housequake, come on, say it. Come on. You can't follow it. We got the baddest jam ever. Everybody shut up, listen to the band. Housequake.
Shut up already. Damn.
I've been thinking about when I was trying to be your friend. I thought it was then, but it wasn't. It wasn't genuine. I was just so furious, but I couldn't show you, 'cause I know you, and I know what you can do, and I don't want to war with you, I won't afford it. You get sore even when you win. And you maim when you're on offense, but you kill when you're on defense. And you've got them all convinced that you're the means and the end. All the VIPs and PYTs and wannabes, afraid not being your friend. And I've always been too smart for that, but you know what, my heart was not. I took it like a kid, you see. The cool kids voted to get rid of me. I'm ashamed of what it did to me, what I let get done. It stole my fun, it stole my fun. Vegetable cutters, I've been in here too long. Vegetable cutters, I've been in here too long. Vegetable cutters, I've been in here too long. Vegetable cutters. saying I'm not stylish enough and I cry too much. And I listened because I hadn't found my own voice yet. So all I could hear was the noise that people make when they don't know shit. But I didn't know that yet. I grew up in the shoes they told me I could fit. When they came around, I would stand real still. A girl can roll her eyes at me and kill. I got the idea I wasn't real. I thought being blacklisted would be grist for the mill. Until I realized I'm still here. I grew up in the shoes they told me I could fill. Shoes that were not made for running up that hill. And I need to run up that hill. I need to run up that hill. I will. Vegetable cutters. I've been in here too long. Vegetable cutters. Whatever happens. Vegetable cutters. I've been in here too long. Vegetable cutters. Whatever happens. Vegetable cutters. Whatever happens. Vegetable cutters. Vegetable cutters. Vegetable cutters.
Just past 11, laid one finger to the breeze. You can almost taste the action on nights like these. Trees were bending in the wind. You were 40 miles away, and I was headed your direction. I've been waiting all day, I've been waiting all day.
We're back. We're back. Thank heavens. We're back. The only thing keeping my head on straight is here for another beautiful evening of friends, funnies, and fat beats. Oh, good God almighty. Why? We're back. Quarantine Party Line is here to curb your anxieties, or at least not make them any worse than they already are. I'm your host, Reed Schmitz, and I'm here to tell you I've had, in terms of it, pretty shitty fucking day. Finally managed to get up early, even after getting next to no sleep last night. And guess what? Did I do anything productive with that extra time? No. No, I managed to fuck up my unemployment, I think. So I've got that going for me. And I've been really worried about ghosts lately. Anyone else been increasingly worried about ghosts lately? I got super worried about ghosts the other day, and it's been It's been haunting me. Has this ever happened to you? Has it? I wish you nothing but glad tidings. You deserve peace and prosperity in your time on this world, and beyond. This virus can't stop you. I don't know much, but in my heart of hearts, I know this to be true. This virus can't stop you. Coming in tonight, you heard a couple of rip-roaring tunes. You heard Miami Morning Coming Down to Shine by Earth. Happy Earth Day. There's your daily allowance of drone metal for your Earth Day. You also heard Housequake by Prince in honor of the 4th anniversary of his death, which was yesterday, I believe. And Fetch the Bolt Cutters by Fiona Apple off her new album entitled Fetch the Bolt Cutters. Y'all heard this album yet? Y'all heard Fetch the Bolt Cutters yet? I spent a weekend with it, pretty much listening to it exclusively, and let me tell you, it occupies more mental real estate than I'm willing to admit. Thank God for Fiona Apple. And then, of course, you just heard Quarantine Party Line's official, unofficial, totally unauthorized theme song, Alibi, by the Mountain Goats, your favorite band and mine. It's been a good couple of weeks for music, if you ask me. We got new Orville Peck, we got new Phoebe Bridgers, got new Fiona Apple, got new Mountain Goats. We're doing pretty good. We've been pretty blessed in this quarantine vis-a-vis the music of the moment. All things considered, could be worse on that front. Tonight, we're going to talk about one of my favorite topics, dinosaurs. Do I know much about dinosaurs? No. Not really. But I'm never unhappy to talk about them, you know? I mean, like, find me someone who's unhappy to talk about dinosaurs. Find them. If you can. And I probably don't want to talk to them. I mean, like, what? This person thinks they're better than dinosaurs? Are they sure? Like, dinosaurs kicked it on this planet for millions of years and died and left their dope-ass skeletons for us to find and make weird movies about. You think people are going to have that kind of you think humans are going to have that kind of legacy? You think the next phase of life on Earth is going to find our bones and be like, whoa, dope shit, my dude. Check this out. Let's make a fucking King Kong or Jurassic Park over this skeleton of an unathletic 23-year-old ginger kid. I mean, fuck no. They're going to say, oh, here's the assholes who made this rock too hot. And move along. Sorry, but fuck us, my dude. Fuck us, my guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Fuck humans. Dinosaurs are where it's at. They knew when to get in. They knew when to get out. And, you know, having the foresight to leave with grace, that's the key, in my opinion. Anyway, dinosaurs. We got them. Let's talk about them. Phones are open. It's Quarantine Party Line on Skype. I'm hanging in by a thread. I've got a vague sense of what the topic is. I have no plans beyond that. If this doesn't last, I'll be out of here within a half hour. Please talk to me about dinosaurs. Or else I'm just going to talk into this mic for an hour, and no one wants that. Quarantine Party Line, you're on the air.
Hi,
Hello.
this is Riley. I'm here to talk about dinosaurs.
Oh, hello, Riley. Do you have some dinosaur wisdom to dispense?
I don't know about wisdom, but I do have some knowledge.
That'll do. In a pinch.
Yeah. Can I just read you some fun facts that I've found about dinosaurs?
Absolutely. Please do.
Cool. So, one thing I found. I had to find. Oh, did you know that the first Stegosaurus skeleton was found in Colorado?
I did not know that. When was it found?
Yeah, that's what. When was it found?
Yeah.
I don't actually know. I'm on this website and it doesn't say. I'm so sorry. I could look it up.
I'm going to look it up.
I
You
want to
keep
tell
going.
you. Okay. The term dinosaur doesn't refer to just anything that was in that era, right? I think we all know that. But it refers specifically to the hip structure of land-dwelling reptiles.
What?
Austin says the hips don't lie. And when it comes to dinosaurs, that's the truth.
Haha. I get it.
Another interesting thing I found was that, obviously a lot of the dinosaur skeletons we found are massive, right?
Uh-huh.
Just really big. But apparently a lot of scientists believe that the larger dinosaur bones were more likely and easier to be fossilized than smaller dinosaur bones. So there were a whole bunch of human-sized dinosaurs that we don't even know about.
The prospect of a human-sized dinosaur is also terrifying, though. I mean, imagine a T-Rex the size of me.
Like a velociraptor? It's about the size of you.
Did he say Deinonychus? Did I hear
Yeah.
Deinonychus invoked
Yes.
in the background? I love that.
Yes.
I love to invoke a Deinonychus.
Reed, what do you know about Deinonychus?
Not much. I know that the things in Jurassic Park they call velociraptors are pretty much Deinonychi?
The claw.
Yeah, they've got that
Yeah.
dope claw. You know that scene where that mean dude talks about how he could cut open that child's stomach if he was a velociraptor in Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a Deinonychus thing.
Interesting.
I love that.
Me-eating
Velociraptors are like little
dinosaurs.
chickens, and then Deinonychi? They're there, and they're dope as
Deinonychus,
shit.
I'm going to go ahead and say. Sounds more Greek than Latin.
Say what now?
I said it sounds more Greek than Latin, so it's probably Deinonychus.
I hate that. I really don't want to refer to my
Deinonychuses?
pet Deinonychi as Deinonychuses. It sounds like I'm swearing.
Your multiple pet Deinonychuses? Well, you can just call them theropods. Meat-eating
I
dinosaurs don't
refuse to
use
call them that.
theropods, which means beast.
That is too impersonal. I love my Deinonychi, and I will
Probably
treat
just
them
call
as
it by its
family.
name, really.
Say what?
You should call your Deinonychuses by their names.
That's true. One will be named Sally. One will
Sally
be
the
named
Deinonychus.
Ted. One will be named
Ted the other
Theodore,
Deinonychus.
and one will be named Caesar.
Theodore the third Deinonychus.
Caesar will be the one to lead the uprising against me once they gather intelligence.
I see. I was worried about what would happen to Caesar when you named him.
Anytime you name any animal Caesar, you're asking for trouble.
Yeah, I
Did
think
we
that's
learn nothing from the Planet
this
of
is
the
about
Apes?
universally true. I knew you were thinking about that. You said it right. Look, I was thinking of maybe Caesar gets stabbed a bunch of times. I was kind of worried about him.
Well, surely when they start their new nation of Deinonychi and eventually the
Deinonychus
tides of political favor turn on him, he will
Uh-huh.
probably be murdered.
be stabbed with one of those long claws.
Yeah, I mean, what did he expect, right?
Yeah, his name was Caesar.
His name was Caesar. He was a revolutionary leader. He hangs out with a bunch of dudes who carry knives around all day as a rule.
Mm-hmm.
Just not
The
a good
knives are
scene.
attached to them. You should never hang out with someone who carries so many knives on them.
Never hang out with someone that's attached to a knife, yeah. Emotionally or otherwise.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I know when the Stegosaurus was found.
When?
1877, during the Bone Wars.
1877.
Yeah.
So they found a dragon. They're like, well, this doesn't look like other dragons.
No, it was during the Bone Wars when what's his face?
Wait. The Bone Wars?
Yeah. Yeah, no one ever talks about the Bone Wars anymore, but it was like an actual thing between
What are the Bone Wars?
there was two dudes named I gotta look it up really quick. Okay, Edward Drinker Cope and Othniel Charles Marsh.
Wait, Oatmeal Marsh?
Othniel.
So Oatmeal Marsh and Edward Cope.
Othniel. I have
Do you
no
think-
clue how to say it.
Do you think his bullies called him Oatmeal behind his back?
I have to hope. But they were these two paleontologists,
I just
and
like think of Oatmeal the dinosaur guy.
honestly, I
Sorry,
don't want
I'm
to. It's
sure
just making me sad now.
Respected paleontologist.
Oh, these guys aren't respected. They were terrible. They got like hyper competitive about fossil hunting, and they started using these weird, vaguely illegal methods to undercut each other to find bones.
Like what?
They would like bribe people and steal and destroy bones and shit. It was
my
fucked up.
God.
They wanted to like destroy each other.
Wow. So how did Oatmeal and Edgar? What are their names again?
Edward and Oatmeal.
Sorry, how did Edward and Oatmeal like first come across each other? Where'd the feud start? Did they see each other from the other side of the museum and like look each other in the eyes and just know?
I think they were colleagues. Let me see. Yep,
So that
I'm
first
on
group project
Wikipedia.
together didn't go well then.
I am on Wikipedia, so take everything with a grain of salt, I guess.
Oh,
But
Oatmeal wanted to do all the work,
it
and
says
Edgar thought he was doing everything wrong.
I don't know.
Sorry,
It
go
says
ahead.
it says at first the relationship between Cope and Marsh was amicable. They met in Berlin in 1864 and spent several days together. Oh shit, Riley,
Oh,
I am conceiving a movie right now. They met in Berlin in 1864 and spent several days together. They even named species after each other. These guys were totally
So
in
they
a
were
relationship.
lovers.
They were lovers.
they were
over
definitely.
time, their
Oh my
relations-
gosh!
Over
Look
time,
on sour and sparks the Bone Wars.
yeah, over time the relationship soured, and then they started just getting down and dirty with their bones.
Well, that's what they did at first, and then the context changed.
Yes, and context is key, as we all know.
Context is key when it comes to Bone Wars.
Okay, but like I love how they phrased this. Cope was known to be pugnacious and possessed a quick temper. Marsh was slower, more methodical, and introverted. Both were quarrelsome and distrustful. Now, like, to any outside observer, I feel like they had to be looking at them and be like,
does
these
pugnacious
guys,
mean?
they're gonna start a bone war if you ask me. Their differences also extended into the scientific realm, as Cope was a firm supporter of neo-Lamarckism, while Marsh supported Charles Darwin's theory of evolution by natural selection.
Isn't Lamarck's the hierarchy?
I believe so.
I think Lamarck believed in a natural progression of species, which was wrong.
It's the notion that an organism can pass on to its offspring physical characteristics that the parent organism acquired through use or disuse during its lifetime.
Oh, yeah, that's just the difference between an adaptation and acclimatization. Like, explorers, people who explore mountaintops throughout their lifetime can develop really good, like, oxygen ability to process oxygen really well in their lungs. They can breathe a lot. But if they had kids, their kids would not be magically born with that same thing. They acclimated over the course of the one organism's lifetime, but it's not passed on. And the entire community passes. Sorry, I have to explain this concept to my 2D like 6 times.
Your tootie.
Yeah, the people I tutor in biology 1 10, I think.
Hey, Riley.
The first biology class. Yeah. We should keep talking about dinosaurs or
No.
bone wars.
I mean,
What?
you can talk about whatever you want. I was just going to call you a nerd. With love.
I don't know. I don't know what kind of basis you have for that claim. So,
Hey, I'm sorry. I just saw Austin's question about whether or not Iguanodon was first.
wait, I didn't see that. Is that in the chat?
Yeah. And I believe it was, but I don't think these dudes were involved is the thing. So that's probably why we're not looking at it. Let me see. Let's find out who discovered that bad boy.
No, yeah. You gotta find out.
Thumb, because they thought the thumb was the horn.
They thought the thumb of Iguanodon, which is a great word, by the way. Speaking of good words,
Yeah, they thought
Iguanodon.
it was like a horn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that our cultural conception of of dinosaurs is always like defined by the T-Rex, but the first one we found was the Iguanodon, which by all accounts is kind of just a giant cow.
Before we get back to Bone Wars, can I talk a little bit about paleo art?
Yes! Fuck yeah, we could spend this whole thing talking about paleo art.
We don't have to. But
I
just
mean,
think it's
there's-
important to think about when we're talking about dinosaurs. I don't know much about the iguanodon, but basically, so like back before Jurassic Park, long before this, people come up with these bones in the ground, and there's no tissue there, right?
Yeah.
So we don't have a whole lot to go on as for what these things actually look like. And originally, the earliest guesses were like, we're not going to make assumptions. And so a lot of illustrations of dinosaurs in books early on were like really drab, big lumbering beasts, and just not creative or colorful at all. And so that was really didn't help public perception of dinosaurs at all. People thought they were kind of boring, that people thought they were big and slow. And then there was a movement that happened, like, I don't actually know what decade, but basically
It was the 70s into the... or 60s into the 70s, I believe.
yeah, people started realizing, like, we are allowed to take more liberty with this.
We're
and
allowed to draw them
basically
like they're actual animals. For
yeah,
example.
like your animals. Well, because like the example that made me think was, think of like the manatee. If you strip a manatee down to its bones, it would be so skinny. And there's like a large habit of making dinosaurs look like terrible spiny beasts, because they draw them as though their muscles are like thinly wrapped to their bones, because fat doesn't get preserved, and so much of animals is fat. But yeah, this one artist that I was listening to was just talking about how basically their movement started where people were adding crazy colors into the way they drew dinosaurs. They would add accessories like ridges on backs or like feathers, because feathers don't always get preserved. Sometimes they do, but often they don't. Think of like giant sacs that are underneath the necks of some birds that like fill up with air. That wouldn't be preserved. There can be some signs in the archaeological record that things like that would be there, but looking at the bones, unless you had like a really good sense of the clues, you would have no idea of the crazy sort of things. And so basically there's this like deconstruction of a lot of modern animals that we see today, and like how we might redraw them based on just their bones. And it's just, when you think about that comparison, the world of dinosaurs is so much wider.
Hey, everything you just said is wonderful, but I need you to include one key detail, okay?
Yeah.
The dinosaur to kick off this movement, like the one that started the dinosaur renaissance, as it's known.
Mm-hmm.
It was Robert Backer's drawing of a Deinonychus.
It was. Can you tell me more about this? Because I don't know.
So I believe it was, he was studying under, I need to find the name, John Ostrom, paleontologist John Ostrom, who discovered the Deinonychus and was like, hey, Robert Backer, my young student and artist, Robert Backer.
That's me, Robert Backer.
Oh, that's me. What do you need, John? And he was like, could you like draw this? but like make it look like a thing that actually is alive and moves and shit. And he was like,
And he
yeah, I
gets
can
all
probably
excited.
swing that. And then he drew a picture of a Deinonychus. And it, I mean, like, to our modern eyes, it pretty much looks like any drawing of a dinosaur. Well, back then, this was like the first image of a dinosaur that made it look like it was a thing that actually moved and lived and had life.
Yeah.
I mean, just pretty much the kind of thing you were saying.
Oh wait, I'm looking up this drawing. With the black and white?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure if you
Looks
search
pretty
Robert
darn cool.
Backer Deinonychus.
It's running. Oh yeah, that was another thing the thing I heard about paleo art was too. A lot of times they just draw them as very still. They didn't try drawing them as moving or anything.
No, yeah, this one's got like that leg curled up, so you know it's springy. You know it's fast.
He's freaking fast. You know he's zooming. You can just tell.
You really can, and like just look at that thing. Imagine meeting that in the dark, or like a group of them.
Oh boy.
Do it.
I'm not gonna do that.
You should do it.
I already did. It's too late. But like, oh man. Anyway, everyone should go look up Deinonychus. It's spelled really hard. I think I spelled it right. No, DEINONYCHUS.
You get
Deinonych.
I believe that also means terrible claw, which is dope as shit.
Didn't have a good claw? Yeah, it does mean terrible claw.
Did you say it doesn't have a good claw?
Yeah, does it have a good claw?
No, it's got a terrible claw.
Why'd you say that's bullshit then? It's absolutely accurate.
No, I mean like the claws of low quality. I think the one they found had a claw that looked fearsome.
I know, but terrible can also mean fearsome.
Yeah, the one that's in the closet with me right now where I'm broadcasting, his claw is pretty low quality, so he's actually holding a knife to my throat instead.
You should tell him to put my kitchen knives back in the drawer
Oh, he brought his own.
if he knows what's good
It has
for
his
him.
name carved into it.
Oh.
Caesar.
Oh wow, that's pretty good. Did he carve it with a different knife or with his claw?
No, I think that's how he wore out his claws.
You gotta sort out your priorities, man.
Who, me or Caesar?
Caesar. Caesar needs to sort out his priorities.
Caesar's
Get over
holding down the
himself.
fort just fine. He's throwing me out the door. Soon I will not be in power
Caesar,
here.
you're not allowed to do that. You don't pay rent.
Riley, you're not even in this state. You really can't tell the dinosaur what to do.
I will be back soon, and if I come back to find a Deinonychus in my apartment, I'm going to throw a fit.
No, I think they're moving on after this.
Mm.
They don't got much to do here.
Will you move
What are they
back
going to
after
do in
that?
Michigan? They're from like Utah, Montana,
Really?
Wyoming.
Really? Did you know that Buffalo's range used to extend all the way south to Mexico?
No.
Like, and all the way north, almost to, not all the way to Alaska, but like pretty much to the southern edge of Alaska through Canada, and part of it in the very southern part of Michigan. It was such a huge range.
You're telling me we had buffalo in Michigan?
Bison, sorry. We had bison.
You
in the
telling me we
very-
had bison in Michigan?
Yeah. I don't know. The maps have been big. I was looking at like distribution maps of bison the other day because it was mentioned. I was in my wetland class, right? I was making a presentation, and there are these things called playas, which are basically just wet depressions in the middle of the desert that used to be like wallows, they said, for antelope and buffalo and bison. And I was like, whoa, wait a second. There were bison in like New Mexico and Mexico. So when I look up like maps of their range, and it was enormous. It's so sad looking at that map now because it's just like little specks.
Yeah, what we've done to this planet is pretty fucking depressing.
Yeah.
I'm glad the dinosaurs weren't here to see it. They deserve better.
Yeah, speaking of dinosaurs, I needed to learn a little bit more about Deinonychus.
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 Yeah.
Also, wait, I don't know very much also about the iguanodon, which again is a great name. I think you were about to say something.
Oh, I don't really know much about iguanodon beyond for like a period of time that was like the popular conception of a dinosaur. But also it was the shitty reconstructed version, which was a little too based on an actual iguana. So it looked vaguely reptilian.
Yeah, the statue after restoration in 2002. It just looks like a really chunky iguana.
Yeah, no,
like,
it don't.
Really
it don't look good.
chonkin.
I believe they are kind of represented as like big cows, pretty much.
The cows of the saurs.
The what now?
It's the cows of the saurs.
Yeah, that's a phrase. Whoa! I'm looking at an image of a person
Uh-huh.
compared to the size of an iguanodon.
Uh-huh.
That's like 2 persons tall.
That's big.
That's such a big dinosaur. I can't even conceive of that.
Hey, Reed.
Yeah.
What do you call what did the iguanodon say when he was hiding from the humans?
What?
I set this up so wrong.
What?
Can I try again?
What? Sure.
What do you say to your friend when you are hiding from the iguanodon?
What?
Do you think he saw us? I know there's a better way to set that one up. Couldn't think of it.
I don't think there's any way you could have set
I
it up.
swear, there was the
Where
first
I
time
wouldn't
I
have
heard
just
that joke,
responded
I
like that.
laughed out loud, Reed. I laughed out loud.
I'm glad you did.
Wait, can you tell me more about Bone Wars, please? This is essential.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know if I know that much more off the top of the dome. I can take a peek. I can take a brief scan of the Wikipedia page.
Yeah, can you do that for me, please?
It's from 1877 to 1892, so these dudes boned a long time.
Yeah, they boned for a decade.
They boned for over a decade. They were digging all over the Como Bluffs.
It was a period of intense and ruthlessly competitive. Yeah.
It was. I believe they sent like spies to hide out in each other's camps and shit.
No freaking way. Who won the Bone Wars?
Oh, Marsh. If we're going by numbers, I believe. Yeah, it
Judging
literally
by
says,
numbers.
judging by pure numbers, Marsh won.
Yeah. Man.
Both scientists made finds of immense scientific value, but while Cope discovered a total of 56 new dinosaur species, Marsh discovered 80. In the later stages of the Bone Wars, Marsh simply had more men and money at his disposal than Cope. Cope also had a much broader set of paleontological interests,
Yeah.
while Marsh almost exclusively pursued fossilized reptiles and mammals.
Interesting.
They discovered...
Can I tell you... Go ahead.
Okay. They discovered Triceratops, Allosaurus,
Wow.
Diplodocus.
Oh, shoot. When I was a kid, I thought Allosaurus was the coolest freaking thing.
Allosaurus is pretty fucking dope. Correct me if I'm wrong, but my lingering perception of it from my childhood interest in dinosaurs was it's the smaller, sleeker version of a T-Rex.
Mm-hmm.
Is that vaguely accurate?
Allosaurus means different lizard.
Well, we're all different lizards when it comes down to it.
Not a T-Rex is what it's called. Not a T-Rex, that other lizard.
Well, that's
The other lizard.
well, that's kind of sad.
Yeah. It was another theropod. Can you tell me more of the dinosaurs that they found in Bone Wars?
More that they found.
Yeah. I wanna hear these
Diplodocus,
names.
Stegosaurus, as we
Diplodocus.
mentioned.
Longest, long boy.
Long boy. Diplodocus? Can't confirm?
Say what now?
Diplodocus.
Yeah.
Austin said long boy when you said Diplodocus.
It is a long
oh,
boy.
Shoot, that is long.
That's a stretchy boy right there. If
That
you
is one heck of a stretcher.
if you ask me to point out a long boy, I would point at a Diplodocus first.
Someone drew a picture. Oh no, someone made a Diplodocus toy dinosaur figure, and he's like standing up on his two back feet, jumping up, and his tail's up in the air, and his neck's real high. It's really cute.
He would be pretty good at basketball, I think.
Oh shoot, he'd be the best at basketball.
It should also be noted that
Austin says he doesn't have thumbs.
Oatmeal, I believe it was Oatmeal, that argued that dinosaurs, or that birds are descended from dinosaurs. So
Wait. Which was the one that believed in Lamarckian evolution, and which was the one that believed in Darwinian evolution?
Oatmeal believed in Darwinian evolution, and then Cope was.
So he was just smarter, is what I'm hearing.
I mean, for his time, I guess. His facial hair was
Yeah.
worse.
It's really bad. I'm
It's
looking
pretty
at
bad.
pictures. It's
Neither
really
of them
bad.
are great, but his is notably
The other guy
worse.
looks, I think, like more charming than Othniel. Like
Yeah.
Othniel's picture is not very flattering, and then the other guy, like his mustache looks like a smile. You know.
It does, but it's also hiding his thin lips. His thin, devious lips.
They both probably have pretty darn thin lips, Reed.
These old-timey paleontologists, they were some crafty, thin-lipped motherfuckers. You can't trust them any farther than you can throw them.
That's darn right.
Gosh darn
Um,
right.
Can you name some more dinosaurs, please?
I can
What?
name the dinosaurs the page gives me, and none else.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Oh god, and these ones I don't know how to pronounce. Camarasaurus? Or Camarasaurus?
I just want to know what the long-necked dinosaur that I was obsessed with when I was a kid. So there was Brontosaurus, and then I was pretty sure there's another one that started with an A.
You just wanted me to name dinosaurs in general? 'Cause I can do that.
Sources are telling me that it's a Apatosaurus.
Yeah,
Apatosaurus and Brontosaurus. Okay.
they're the same thing.
Oh, then that's not what I'm thinking of.
Well,
Wait, ask Austin to confirm. Aren't an Apatosaurus and a Brontosaurus the same thing? Or is that a
That's what he
Brachiosaurus?
just said, yes.
That is what he said?
what? Apatosaurus.
Apatosaurus and Brachiosaurus are the same thing.
There we
he
go.
says. Oh, wow. This is Apatosaurus dinosaurs meeting. Thanks, Internet. Sciencephoto.com.
You know, I really envy the dudes in Jurassic Park that got to see him up close.
Oh, they made the one Apatosaurus have like a spiky ridge on the back of his neck that looks like a punk mohawk.
It's for defense and decoration when they attend raves.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Bone Wars is really interesting.
Someday, HBO is going to have like a Bone Wars miniseries, and it's going to be wildly scientifically inaccurate, and it's going to be a huge hit.
A huge what?
A huge hit.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Like, there's going to be people like you and me sitting here, and we're going to watch it, but we're also going to sit there and pout because it's not accurate. We're going to be
I feel
like,
I'm-
Oatmeal's...
You're gonna pout just as much as I will. That's comforting.
Yeah, that's what I said. Oatmeal
big
is...
hit.
We're going to be like, Oatmeal's facial hair was way worse. Or Cope was not that sexy.
Uh-huh.
Riley.
Well, I'm sorry. There are no snacks in the room. I got excited.
I'm excited for you. Riley, it has
Yeah.
been a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, thanks. Sorry it took up so much time. I hope everyone is having fun learning about dinosaurs, though.
It's totally fine. We're here to talk about dinosaurs generally. There are no guidelines.
All right. I look forward to hearing more, Reed.
All right. Peace out, Riley. Bye. Hey, the image of the dinosaur in the thumbnail for tonight's installment of Quarantine Party Line is not an accurate depiction of a Tyrannosaur. That is Devil Dinosaur as drawn by the King Jack Kirby. I'm not even sure some of the things in that image are dinosaurs. We're on Skype. The name is Quarantine Party Line. Give us a call, why don't you? Quarantine Party Line, you're on the air.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey. Who this?
It's your boy.
My boy.
It's your friendly neighborhood only submission to the Soderbergh challenge.
Oh, son of a bitch. You've invoked it. Now I gotta play the song 30 times.
Because no one submitted it this week.
It's happening. Here we go. I'm kidding.
You'll do it after the call.
I'll
I
do it
gotcha.
after the call. After this, I'm just gonna leave my laptop set up and I'm gonna go to bed, and it's just gonna play all night.
Right on.
Right on.
What a way to go to sleep.
Honestly, I'm so tired.
Well,
Justin, how
let
are you
me
doing?
Oh, great.
What's happening in Justin's world?
In Justin's world, I'm cooped up in my room because I don't want to talk to you in front of my family because they'll say dumb things. Mostly Nathan. Okay, it's only Nathan.
Oh, I've never known Nathan to say dumb things.
Well, you're right. But he also doesn't want to talk to you because he's currently gaming.
He's cooler than me.
Oh, for sure.
I want a game. I've been thinking. I've been in a house with an Xbox 360 and like 2 Grand Theft Auto games and Halo and Batman Arkham Asylum, and they've just been sitting there unused.
Hey, Reed.
Yo,
Maybe you should game.
maybe I should game. I
Hey,
think I'm
Reed?
gonna become a gamer.
Nathan's told me he's sleeping now, actually.
He's sleeping.
Well, he goes turkey hunting at like 5 in the morning.
He's hunting turkey.
Uh-huh.
Does he not know that we're in quarantine?
Well, you're kind of alone in the woods anyways, other than turkeys.
Yeah, but the turkeys don't want to get sick.
So far, the only animals that have gotten it is a tiger, and I guess today it was announced that 2 pet cats in New York got it.
Okay, but like imagine if all of a sudden in the news in 2 days, oh no, a bunch of turkeys got coronavirus and oh look, it's Nathan's fault. How would he feel then? How would you feel? Would you be proud?
Not exactly,
Exactly, Kip.
but I'd also blame it on the Michigan government for allowing hunters to go out right now.
You know what? Fair point. You got me there.
Get it together, DNR.
Damn it, DNR. You're gonna
protect
get
your
Nathan
animals.
in trouble.
Protect your animals from Nathan.
Protect your animals from Nathan. That dude is a wild card.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't care who he hurts.
Well, anyways,
Yo, what's up?
there's a topic. that
Yeah,
I wanted to call you
dinosaurs.
about. Yeah, we're jumping off dinosaurs real quick, and we're going to talk about the Zords that the Power Rangers use.
That is basically the same thing,
Yeah,
is it not?
kinda. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, to be exact. Yes.
You should tell us all about the Power Rangers.
Well, you see, there's the original 5: Red Ranger,
Okay.
Blue Ranger,
Yeah,
Yellow
I'm
Ranger,
loving it.
Pink Ranger,
Oh, hell yeah.
and Black Ranger.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
I don't remember the Black Ranger.
pretty sure. Yeah, he drove the Mastodon.
All right, I can see it in my mind's eye.
Yep. So the original 4: Red Ranger, obviously Tyrannosaurus. Black Ranger was the Mastodon Dinosaur. Blue Ranger was the Triceratops Dinosaur. Yellow Ranger was Saber-toothed Tiger Dinosaur. And Pink Ranger was Pterodactyl Dinosaur. Now, originally, they could only, when they all went to link together and become a Megazord, they would link to become a tank, not your standard Megazord. Like,
What is a standard Megazord as opposed to not a standard one?
well, usually your standard ones, 2 of the Zords are the legs, 2 of the Zords are the arm, and obviously the leader of the group gets the head.
Of course.
So it's like a big, as it started in Japan, I guess you'd call it part of the mecha genre.
Yes.
So
Indeed.
yeah, that's where it would fit in there. But in the 20-minute video I watched on Power Rangers and doing their cool stuff with their Megazords while you were on the phone with Riley, I guess I watched the entire 20 minutes while you were on the call.
It was a half-hour call. You had time.
Yeah, not a problem with the call. It was just that it was I was enthralled.
Of course. The Power Rangers are one of humanity's greatest creations.
Oh yeah, it brought me like some of the most joy I had today.
We do be needing that joy.
But anyways, so when they link up together, they originally formed a tank. But then, a few episodes in, they changed it up. They thought, how can we up this? Let's make this tall, standing boy that doesn't shoot guns. And they just kind of throw fists. But then, what do you do when you run out of ideas? You throw a giant sword in there.
Oh, shit, yes.
The power sword.
Oh, wait, duh. I should have known that.
So they summon it from the sky, and then they take it, and they do a little arm wave move while they're all sitting in their chairs. And suddenly it reaches up in the air, summons lightning, and in one flash, any enemy is dead. So, next off, they introduce a new character.
Who dat?
The Green Ranger.
Of course.
The new coolest guy in the group, Tommy. He had his own Zord called the Dragon Zord. But when it first emerged, it emerged from the ocean, and it looked exactly like Godzilla. And it was green. So you could draw the comparisons pretty well.
I mean, I don't have a problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
There should be more Godzilla-like things in the world.
Yes, so in solidarity with this cooler Zord, the Mastodon, the Triceratops, and the Saber-toothed Tiger would break off. They would link up with the new Dragon Zord, and then they would somehow link back up with the red and the pink one to become the Mega Dragon Zord. And that became way powerful, and they had a lance. The Power Lance. I'm being yelled at. I need to leave the room. We're going on a walk.
For being too excited about the Power Rangers?
Yeah, I'm being forced to leave my room.
How dare?
Turkey boy.
How very dare he?
That's the second text I've gotten since I got this call. I should probably move on. We're going on a walk, Reed.
I mean, I'm sitting down.
Well, I'm going on a walk, and you're going with me.
All right.
All right, listen, fellas.
Good night, Ma.
Now that I'm getting married.
Good night, Pa.
Good night.
Yep. 7.
Good night, Ma. Good night, Pa.
Dad's up there drafting.
Drafting?
Like, you know, how they did building stuff before cola was invented?
I have heard tell of these dark times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's up on the drawing board.
Yo, he's got a drawing board?
Oh, yeah.
That's so dope.
Oh, yeah, he's drawing the kitchen.
Will he draw a portrait of me?
Are you a building? I guess
Do I have to be?
you're kind of a skyscraper, I guess. You're so much higher above me.
Now, Kip, I hope you only mean in terms of height.
Yes,
Alright, fine. That is true, I will give you that.
you're a very tall boy
I'm pretty tall.
and handsome.
You're pushing it.
Oh yeah, you're right. You were the one that got into that group.
I did get into a group exclusively for ugly people, and yes, they check.
I did not get into the attractive or ugly
Well,
group,
that's
so
just because you're beautiful.
I'm perfectly average.
You're beautiful.
Not according to the attractive group.
I'll make an attractive group, and you'll be the only person in it.
Wait. You'd leave your own group?
Yeah.
Would you have to make me an admin first before you leave?
I don't think so. I think you can just abandon your groups when you make them.
Who's gonna moderate me?
You. Do you think you
I
can
can't-
handle it?
No.
Oh shit.
Alright, anyways.
Yeah.
Let me just do one more thing with the Power Rangers. Because honestly, there's so much stuff in that 20-minute video. Oh, actually, two more things I want to do.
Okay.
So at one point, the Mega Dragon Zord is not enough. So what do?
What do they do?
They summon the Ultra Zord. And this Zord is a Brachiosaurus.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And it's roaring, and it emerges from the mountains, and there's smoke everywhere, and this thing bends its neck down, and it becomes the gun of a massive tank that the Mega Dragon Zord rides in.
So the Mega Dragon Zord rides the tank?
Yeah, it gets in the tank. And it looks like a big dong on the Mega Dragon Zord.
I miss Power Rangers.
Yes. And like there's just so many guns now. It's all lasers and like it just shoots off a bunch and then you just see the enemy explode. Like, you don't even see anything. Nice.
Nice.
Okay, and the last thing I want to say is eventually they like start changing and like how the natural evolution of the animals, but for some reason the pterodactyl sticks around. And at one point, the now White Ranger, who was the Green Ranger but now is the White Ranger, fires the pterodactyl like a gun, and it goes so fast that I can only describe it as being sent into the dimension that Kung Fury gets sent into by Hackerman to go back to the Viking Age.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, that scene.
Yeah.
And then it comes back out and murks 3 giant monsters at once. And it was awesome.
Maybe our next obsession should be Power Rangers.
Or just like different mecha stuff.
Oh, mech stuff's so easy. I mean, it's not, because there's like thousands of it.
Yeah, but do we just call in and talk about different mechs? Our favorite mechs or something?
Well, I meant like you and me, because we've had our wrestling kick for a while.
Oh.
Next, like, what if we switched? Honestly, I'm going to stick with wrestling for right now.
Oh, yeah. There's... Who knows? Money in the Bank's coming up soon.
Money in the Bank's coming up. It's probably going to be boring.
Well, did you see what they're doing there?
No.
they're changing it up.
That it's outdoors now, isn't it?
No.
Isn't it
Well,
outdoors?
kinda. It's in the WWE headquarters in Connecticut,
Oh, really?
the land of the Austin and Riley right now. And it starts on the bottom floor, and the Money in the Bank ring is at the top with it hanging above the ring. It's at the top. It's on the roof.
So they have to they have to go through the building.
They have to
get
scale
to
the
the ring.
building to get to the ring.
Wait, they have to scale the building?
They have to climb the stairs or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Or
I was gonna say, do they have to climb the building to get to the fucking ring?
Oh, that'd be too cool.
Okay, never mind. I'm interested. I'll be watching this for sure now.
Yes, they are climbing to the top of the building, and not only, but that's the men's and women's. So you're gonna have 2 matches of that mess.
Oh, fuck yeah. All right, I dig it. I mean, someone could literally die, but I dig it.
Like someone gets speared off the building.
I mean, the way the WWE has not been in great shape these last few weeks, that would honestly be par for the course.
Oh God, it's Vince McMahon. He pulled up in his limo, and the Big Show just got speared off the roof onto it.
Honestly, I can see Vince McMahon spinning that beautifully in his evil little way. The man is somehow untouchable.
Well, the AEW's trying, but
I need to get into that.
yeah, it's on right now on TNT.
But I'm here.
Yeah, you're right. I'm here.
I can't do it.
I'm talking to you.
That's true. You should watch it after this.
But I got this ticket for Animal Crossing. I gotta go catch tarantulas.
Do both.
Good point.
Hell yeah, Justin.
That's why you're the host, because you're the smart one.
I don't know about that. You could do this much better, I think.
I couldn't think of topics.
I thought of dinosaurs yesterday, split second. I was like, yep, that's it. As I was making the post to say it's happening, I was like, oh, topic, I gotta have that. Dinosaurs. It's that easy. You just gotta bullshit it.
All right.
All right. Well, next week's on you then. Kip?
Wait.
Kip.
Wait, I have to think of the
Kip.
topic next week?
I don't care.
I'll work on that.
All right. Kip?
Kip,
It's been a pleasure.
it's been a business.
Oh. Well then.
It's been a bit
It's been a-
business doing pleasure.
It's been a pleasure doing business with you. Justin, you have a good night.
You have a day.
You have a day, Justin. Bye. Maybe the next quarantine party line is we do our own Money in the Bank, but the twist is we all get coronavirus from breaking quarantine, and before we even reach the briefcase, we all just succumb to our illness. I think that is a totally normal thought to have. So, y'all, y'all ever heard of this one band? You know the one. They're kind of raucous. And they kind of rock on. You know, Cannibal Corpse. The band Cannibal Corpse. They make stuff that sounds like this. You know Cannibal Corpse? The icons of death metal. Okay, well there's one guy in Cannibal Corpse. He sounds like this. Okay, and his name is Corpse Grinder. He goes by the name Corpse Grinder professionally. He's known for like two things. One is being in Cannibal Corpse, and the other is he has an enormous neck. But I want to call attention to something else about Corpse Grinder. The singer of the band Cannibal Corpse. Cannibal Corpse, who have album titles like Torturing and Eviscerating, Bloodthirst, Gore Obsessed, Kill, Tomb of the Mutilated, and song titles like Hammer Smashed Face, I Cum Blood, Addicted to Vaginal Skin, Post-Mortal Ejaculation. This dude is also super into shopping at Target. Here is actual audio of him shopping at Target.
Awesome. The wife, you know, she used to look at the clearance all the time, you know, at Target, anywhere, Walmart, and I was just like, whatever. And I just remember just seeing a couple of Lego sets were on clearance, and that was it, you know. That was it. Once you get me into the toy section and there's clearance, then I bought right into it. Bro, this is my favorite. Every time I go to Target, every time I have to do this guy. Come on, don't do the same thing. Oh man. He farts. And if you know, he's set wrong or something. Come on, dude. The one in the Target by my house, you know, he just does like 10 or so, you know, emotes, and one of them is he just goes, rah, rah, rah. Who did that? Was it me?
So, like, the thing about this video is, aside from being absolutely wonderful, I used to work at a Meijer, and we had that toy that farts and says wasn't me, and I hated it so much because every time I walked by, it would fart and say wasn't me, and it felt demeaning having to share space with that object. But then I found this video of Corpse Grinder of the band Cannibal Corpse shopping at Target, and he finds this dog and is delighted by it and treats it like an old friend. And if Corpse Grinder is finding joy in places I am not, I feel as though I'm doing something wrong. But, you know, that's just me. I'm not Corpse Grinder, and I never will be. Just gotta find joy in our own ways, I suppose.
Every one of these I would buy if they were on clearance. I don't care how much.
Relatable. Something that really charms me about Cannibal Corpse albums is that they often include live songs as bonus tracks. So you get song titles like I Come Blood live. I just love that notion. Coming Blood live. Coming live blood. What a delightful world we live in. The Skype is quarantine party line. The topic is just dinosaurs. I truly have nothing to contribute to the discussion of dinosaurs. I know nothing. But if you know something, come tell me what you know about dinosaurs. Or we can talk about dinosaur movies. I've seen most of the Jurassic Parks. I've seen a couple Land Before Times. I've seen several King Kongs. Quarantine Party Line, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hello. Who is this?
How are you?
What was that?
It's Sawyer.
It's
It's
Sawyer. Sawyer?
It is Sawyer.
How the heck are you?
I'm okay. Hanging in there.
Well, that's good. We're all just doing our best here. It's good to hear from you.
Yeah.
What you doing tonight, Sawyer?
Just listening in, doing
listening?
literally nothing else.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing too, so I feel you there.
Yeah.
Did you want to talk about dinosaurs, Sawyer?
Sure. I don't have a lot of knowledge.
Oh, me neither.
But I think they're cool.
I think they're super cool. I remember when it started to become more popularized, the fact that they have feathers. And people acted like that was disappointing. And I just don't get it.
Yeah.
I think they look way cooler with feathers.
Oh, yes.
It's like
I
giving
think
them
they
a
look
cool
really
paint job.
Yeah. I think recently, I think paleontologists found a dinosaur in amber, and so it had the majority of its feathers still because the amber preserved them.
What?
I think so. Could be misremembering that, but I think I
Googling
remember
this.
something. Yeah, I would Google that, double check.
But also,
I don't know how recent.
I'm like worried that it'll just bring me Jurassic Park type shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, 2016.
I mean, it's fairly recent.
It's
Like,
less
kind
than
of.
5 years ago. First dinosaur tail found preserved in amber.
Tail,
And it's
yes.
covered in feathers. Yep. Oh, they've got a little drawing of it if you go on the National Geographic site for it. And it's adorable. It's eating a little bug.
Mm-hmm.
It's, what is it? It doesn't tell me what it is. So they just drew this dinosaur eating a bug and they don't even know if it's the one? That's disgusting.
Apparently.
The semi-translucent mid-Cretaceous amber sample, roughly the size and shape of a dried apricot, captures one of the earliest moments of differentiation between the feathers of birds of flight and the feathers of dinosaurs.
Yes.
Inside the lump of resin is a 1.4-inch appendage covered in delicate feathers described as chestnut brown with a paler white underside. Oh, they've got micro CT scans here. I love this.
Mm-hmm.
Sawyer, this is wonderful. Thank you for bringing this to me.
Yes.
It's
I actually only thought of it because you said something about the feathers. I had a different fact, but I like this
go
too.
for it. Go for the fact. Tell me all the facts about dinosaurs you know.
Well, the only one that I thought of was that, so I think Riley said earlier that, or she mentioned that, or you did, that birds are descendant from dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
But like when dinosaurs existed, there were two different types of dinosaurs. There were bird-hipped dinosaurs and lizard-hipped dinosaurs. And birds evolved from the lizard-hipped dinosaurs and not the bird-hipped dinosaurs.
What? That's
Yes.
silly.
Yes.
Someone tell those birds to shape up. But then what? I'm so confused now. I've got to look this up too.
Mm-hmm.
Lizard. Wait. Bird-hipped dinosaurs. Of course, it's right there. I don't even know how to pronounce the word it actually is. Ornithischian?
Yes. Bird.
So wait. The bird... So birds descended from the lizard-hipped ones. But
Yes.
then why do we call the bird-hipped ones bird-hipped?
Because their hips are shaped like how modern birds' hips.
Now wait.
They have the hips. Let's see. The forward-orientated pubic bone approximated the hips of lizards, and then the hips or the backward-orientated pubic bones were bird-hipped. I don't know what on earth that's supposed to mean, but
It sounds...
it's true.
It sounds legit to me. I'll trust it. I got no reason not to.
Fair. I'm trying to think of the things I learned about dinosaurs in my class that I had last semester. I had prehistoric life.
What?
Yeah.
I went to college and I didn't take any dinosaur classes, and that was a mistake.
Yes, but to be fair, you were not a science major.
Maybe I should have been.
Maybe.
Just think, if I had done that, maybe I could have a job about dinosaurs.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Wouldn't it be cool?
Mm-hmm.
Sawyer, what are you going to grow up to be?
Well, I don't know, but maybe a search and rescue or a park ranger.
Fuck, okay. Search and rescue really does set the bar high. Fuck.
Well, I mean, my plan for now is just to work at Sawmill, which is a seasonal job, so I'll be jobless for half the year for however long I'm allowed to work there.
Well, I mean, look at us culturally. We're all out of jobs right now.
That's true. I'm just practicing.
You're doing very good at it, Sawyer.
Thank you.
You're doing terrific.
I appreciate that.
How much would it suck to, go to school for your dinosaur job, your dinosaur dream job, and then you graduate and you get your dinosaur dream job, and then you get laid off because of coronavirus. And you just don't get to do dinosaur things anymore.
That would be very upsetting.
I'm upset and I don't even have to do dinosaur stuff. Oh well. Sawyer, thank you for bringing these into my life.
Of course.
Is there anything you want to add or any other fun dinosaur things you want to talk about? Or just anything you want to talk about? We got time.
Yeah, I thought of another dinosaur fact. There's dinosaurs and then there's archaeosaurs,
Okay.
they're different. And one of the ways that you can tell the difference in fossils is the amount of holes in the skull. The holes are called fenestrae, and I think dinosaurs had two fenestrae, which fenestrae is like German. It means like window.
I was going to say, is that the root of defenestration?
Yes, throwing someone out of a window.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yep. And then Archaeosaurus only had one. That's how you can.
What are the holes there for?
Because a lot of the creatures were so large, a lot of the times they had the holes in the head to lessen the weight of the skull.
All right, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And I just thought of another fun fact that it has to do with lizards, so it's kind of dinosaur-esque. But humans hear with the bones in our ears, the ones that we hear with, uh, were originally jaw bones in early lizards.
Hey, what? How does that happen?
um, the early lizards, well, lizards in general, don't really have good hearing, and it's just like their jaws were different. We have like one solid jawbone, or they had a couple different bones, I believe. Um, and so as they were evolving, it becoming more mammalian, um, the bones kind of slowly migrated up into a prehistoric ear, and then into the ears and then like the way we hear now.
I don't understand any science thing, but it's very cool.
I don't understand it either, but yeah.
Well, you're doing a terrific job in my book, Sawyer, I gotta say.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Anytime. Sawyer, thank you for
Agreed.
dropping some for real knowledge on us.
Of course.
Instead of me just rambling about the Bone Wars, from what I've gleaned off Wikipedia over the years.
I'd never heard of the Bone Wars, so it was interesting to hear about.
It really is kind of strange how no one talks about it. Like, that's a story that has everything.
Yes.
It's got subterfuge, drama, romance, allegedly, weird facial hair, dinosaurs.
You couldn't ask for anything more.
You really couldn't. I think the only thing that's lacking is murder, but I'm not even 100% sure about that.
Yeah. Mystery abound.
It is a mystery. Sawyer, thank you
Agreed.
for calling.
Of course.
Anytime you want to drop some facts on us, you feel free.
Will do.
Or just hang out. I don't know. We got to stick together in this mess we're in.
True.
Sawyer, you have a good night.
You as well.
All right. Bye. I wish I was a person who knew stuff about dinosaurs. I know some stuff about dinosaurs in movies, but those are mostly fake, not real dinosaurs. I know fake dinosaur stuff, but not real dinosaur stuff. And that makes me sad. Quarantine Bodyline, you on the air?
Hi there. Is this Car Talk?
Yeah, this is Car Talk. What you need?
Well, that's great to hear. Man, I've been just having a bear of a day.
A bear of a day. What's up, my man?
Just a bear of a day. Name's Getcha.
Nice to meet you, Getcha.
Getcha Goat.
Get you go. Oh, Mr. Get you go. Nice to see you again. Nice to hear your voice.
Yeah, it's good to hear from you too. As I was saying, I just had a bear of a day.
Would you say that it was unbearable?
Well, I'm getting on just fine, but
all right. What happened?
Well, it all started when I was thinking about grass. You see, I'm a little stuck in my mud hovel carved out in the edge of a hillside right now on account of the quarantine. But this little mud hovel looks out over a great field of grass. A lawn.
A lawn?
In particular, golf course.
Oh no.
Turf grass. So, in the spirit of isolation, I decided to isolate myself from society by learning a bit more about grass. So that the next time somebody says, "Oh, look at that beautiful grass," I can hit them with some grass facts and just kind of cut a divide between us before a bond can even form.
What are these grass facts, sir?
Did you know? Did you know that grass may well be the largest irrigated crop in the United States of America by acreage?
I did not know that.
That's bigger than corn, soybeans, rutabagas, cabbage, tomatoes, avocados, pecans, almonds, apples, cherries, and pumpkins. Maybe not all combined, but you get the idea. Cranberries, too. That's a lot of water.
That is a lot of water.
But that isn't what got me down.
What got you down?
You see these lawns. These lawns, you have all these hoity-toity folk driving around on their little lawn tractors, or if they're especially hoity-toity, finding people to drive around on their little lawn tractors for them so they can watch and just stare at their nice, green, plain, white bread lawn. Here's the thing about lawns. They're a biodiversity desert. Nothing grows there except for grass. Not even the grass likes it there. It's a torture chamber for grass. You see, grass likes to grow up big and tall. It shoots up a stalk so that it can produce seeds and spread out, make more of itself, like all life wants to do. But we, in our desire to have carpet-like, beautiful lawns, mow it close to the ground and force it to spread out instead of up, trapping it in a juvenile state, not child, not adult, just pain all the way around. Most grasses aren't even native.
So what
Most
you're
turf
saying,
grasses aren't even native to here. We brought them here just to torture them. It's a tragedy.
so you're
But
saying
you
we
want to know what do you got?
so you're saying we trap these plants in puberty?
Yes, sir.
Disgusting.
Disgusting. Every day worrying about the zits and body odor. Although some people I hear like the scent of fresh cut grass.
Do you?
Nay. I prefer the smell of a sea breeze. Just kidding. I'm a landlubber through and through. But anyway, the grass, it is a desert of biodiversity. But that's not fair to deserts, because deserts have plants and animals. Grass, lawns, have grass. Acres and acres of soaking wet grass. But that's not what made my day terrible. You see, while I was learning about all this grass, I learned a bit about our friends, the birds.
You mean the descendants of dinosaurs?
Yeah, our little friendly dinosaurs, friendly neighborhood dinosaurs. Did you know? And this one really chokes me up. Did you know that since the 1960s, North America has lost 40% of its bird population?
But how?
It's hard to point to a single cause, but loss of habitat, pesticide application, and cats could all be factors.
Did you say cats?
Cats. People letting their cats roam around outdoors preying on baby birds, adult birds. Cats are killing machines, and they aren't native to North America. So keep your cats inside or keep an eye on them.
Well, thank you for letting me know that.
You just gotta watch out for your furry friends, because they are not friends to birds.
They're not friends to all.
Not friends to all, just friends to some. Very exclusive with their friendship. So I guess that should warm your heart a little, but you gotta watch out for birds.
Alright, so what we've learned today is watch out for birds.
Yes.
And desecrate grass.
Kill your lawn.
You want me to let it grow high and wild?
You know, that would be better. That would save water, and that would save carbon. Did you know that lawns are responsible? Did you know that lawns are responsible for putting more carbon dioxide into the atmosphere than they could ever take in?
How the fuck does that even happen?
All those little people on their lawn tractors, clipping it short, locking it in the eternal puberty.
Get you, goat. Can I tell you something?
Yes, sir.
This call and its contents are almost unbearably bleak. But I'm going to take it as a call to action. I'm gonna go home and murder my lawn dead.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir. That is admirable.
Stone dead.
That is admirable, but let me request one thing.
What?
Don't use herbicide to do it. And plant native plants that provide food for bees and birds and insects.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm just gonna go home. I'm gonna take my lawnmower and I'm gonna set it by the side of the road and hope it's gone by morning.
That is a wonderful plan.
Why, thank you.
With absolutely no negative consequences.
I can't think of one.
Neither can I. Let's kill our lawns.
Let's fucking
give away our lawnmowers.
Let's get rid of our lawnmowers, get you goat. Let's do this.
Let's heist the lawnmowers of our neighbors. Drive them into a lake.
Well, I hadn't thought about turning it into a heist kind of a situation, an Ocean's 11 scenario, if you will.
Just to build a heap of lawnmower corpses in your front yard.
As a warning to other lawnmowers. Do not tread here.
As a reminder to those who might mow their lawn. Who might have a lawn in general. Kill your lawn.
Kill your lawn. Kill your
Kill
lawn.
your lawn.
Kill
your lawn.
Kill
Kill your lawn. Lawn. Kill your lawn.
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 Ah.
Kill. Get you, goat.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for calling in.
It's been a pleasure.
As always, it's been a pleasure. Thank you. Have a good night.
You too, sir.
All right. Bye. Honestly, that gets you goat. What a guy. What a goat. And if you ask me, get your goat is the goat. Get it? Did that get you goat? Did the never mind.
I'm not gonna to ward or away. Up until now it was day next day. Up until now in a rush to prove. But now I only move to move. I'm not gonna to ward or away. Up until now it was day next day. Up until now in a rush to prove. But now I only move to move. I'm not gonna to ward or away. Up until now it was day next day. Up until now in a rush to prove. But now I only move to move. I'm not gonna to ward or away. Up until now it was day next day. Up until now in a rush to prove. But now I only move to move. I'm not gonna to ward or away. Up until now it was day next day. Up until now in a rush to prove. But now I only move to move. Day next day, up until now in a rush to prove. But now I only move to move. All I got not to water away. Up until now it was day next day. Up until now in a rush to prove. But now I only move to move. All I got not to water away. Up until now it was day next day. Up until now in a rush to prove. But now I only move to move. All I got not to water away. Up until now it was day next day. Up until now in enough. Fuck shit. Ah. In the long run, if I get in, it'll be alright. In the long run, if I get in, it'll be alright. In the long run, in the long run, in the long run. I'm not gonna do water away. Up until now it was day next day. Up until now in a rush to prove. But now I only move to move. I'm not gonna to water away. Up until now it was day next day. Up until now in a rush to prove. But now I only move to move. I'm not gonna to water away. Up until now it was day next day. Up until now in a rush to prove. But now I only move to move. I'm not gonna to water away. Up until now it was day next day. Up until now in a rush to prove. But now I only move to move. I'm not gonna to water away. Up until now it was day next day. Up until now in a rush to prove. But now I only move to move.
You just heard On I Go off of Fiona Apple's new album, Fetch the Bolt Cutters. Earlier in the evening you heard Last Gasp at Kalama by the Mountain Goats, as well as Let's Pretend We're Married by Prince. And so we come to the end of another night here at the Quarantine Party Line. Despite our petty objections, the world spins on as always. I take great comfort in that sometimes, no matter what we do to ourselves, that this rock will spin on. But in the meantime, all we can do is try to take care of each other and take care of ourselves. We're all we have, and babies, we've got to be kind. Until next time. I'm Reed Schmitz, and this has been Quarantine Party Line. Good night.
go, girl. It's okay. Let it come, let it take.